You went at a whorehouse outside of Las Vegas, high on your favorite drug with 3 bitches over you. Legend.
I mean, that's kind of legendary.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, there's some more horrible ways to go out for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But that's still like a bad one.
I think Scarface went out worse.
You went from being a world champion for the Lakers and you died in the whorehouse.
I know crack is bad because it's addicting, but I've never tried it. But I feel like crack would be...
Starting that sentence is crazy. Yeah, I know crack is bad. All right, where are you going with this?
NewRoryNMal.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, depending on when and where you're listening to us. Welcome to a new episode of the NewRoryNMal podcast. I am Mal.
I'm Rory.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
How you feeling?
You always say good morning, good night, and all that other shit. What about someone that's like maybe waiting at 3 a.m. in a White Castle drive-thru listening to this?
They should be listening to something else.
No? This isn't a good 3 a.m. thing?
This isn't a White
What if
Castle
they had a
show?
really shitty night? You know, they got kicked out their crib.
Yeah. If you got
The only thing open was White Castle.
Let me explain something. If you
Hit
got
the
kicked out of
airwaves
your
and it was
house,
our voice.
We are the last ones you should be listening to.
You think so?
If you got kicked out,
Why?
you have other things you should be listening to.
What, like Dr. Phil?
No, like some motivational guy that's
Andrew
telling you
Tate?
how to get your life
They don't want to
together.
hear Mal say it can
Some
always be
Tate.
worse.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's good advice at 3 a.m.
It could always be worse.
I don't know. That might be rock bottom. When you can't kicked out
Get
your
kicked
crib,
out at 3 a.m.
keys were switched.
It could always be worse. So you got to look at it. Glass half empty, right?
No.
No, because then if you think about it, the White Castle burger may be good at that time, but you don't have a bathroom to go home to.
And
So
you
give that 3 hours.
If you got kicked out, your first place you go to White Castle, I know why you got kicked out.
Yeah.
Really?
Look where your priorities are.
I've never been kicked out of my house per se, but I've definitely gone to White Castle when things were rough to regroup.
If you are kicked out of your house, where would you go?
To my mom's house?
Great answer. Always got to go to mom's, right?
Yeah, we'll go to my
Mom
mom's.
always open the door.
Or
Mom's
I'd go to
always
your
let you
house
in.
if I knew where it was.
No, you know what, Matt. Come on through.
No, I tried one time, remember? And you're like, yo, going to get my baggage fixed.
Yeah, my luggage.
You're
broke.
real. I remember
Yeah,
that.
they broke my damn luggage, man.
Yeah.
Put it on a conveyor belt, whatever that thing is, and just handed it to me. I'm like, where's my will?
Out of everyone here, who would you call to go sleep on their couch if that were to happen?
To go sleep on their couch?
Well, Eddin would want you to sleep in the bed. Clearly his hand is...
No, not
Me.
no.
What if Eddin said, let's sleep head to toe? It's fine.
Demaris,
What?
Demaris be cooking. She probably wake me up with some breakfast.
That's true.
Oh, that's true.
There's nothing like sleeping on the couch and waking up smelling good breakfast. So yeah, Demaris, baby D for sure.
Very true.
Julian is second because his location, prime location where he's
That is
at.
true.
Prime real estate.
Yeah, prime where he's at in Manhattan. Yeah, just waking up and be able to just walk outside and be right there. Like, yeah, I would do that.
I have the wild card. Yomi, because Yomi, I think, lives close to me. I think. And I feel like Yomi would be the one to not ask you questions. Like, she would just throw you a pillow and a blanket and, like, you go figure it out.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need to have that heart-to-heart, like, tell me what's going on. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
actually-
we really need to plow through this and figure it out. Now, Yomi would be like,
Plow
yo,
through
pillow,
this is nice,
I'm out at noon. You need to be out before then, too.
Yeah, Julian, he don't look like he'll give you a blanket. He like just put some jazz music on and tell you to figure it out.
Play back.
Well, I used to be in the middle of Pound Town. He wouldn't answer his phone.
Wow.
Oh yeah, damn, baby D for sure. Baby D.
Especially now since she
insane.
gave up dick and alcohol for...
Wow.
It's a great place to lay your head now.
Don't
There's no
forget,
dick
she
there.
gave up women too.
And you gave up pussy too?
I am giving up alcohol and all things that are bad for me.
She's
That
a
is-
new woman.
Congrats, baby D. Listen, I'm here for
For the
you.
month until Rory's release party, and then it's all bets
bad.
are off.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You're just gonna jump headfirst right back into
Literally, yeah.
sin,
Not sin. I'm gonna ease
alcohol,
back into,
sex.
No, not sex, but
Oh, so-
alcohol. I can't go to his release party with his music with no alcohol.
Yeah, imagine listening to that music sober.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fuck.
What a horrible time.
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna need
just
some
saying,
vodka
it's like-
straight. My
No, it
God.
sounds great when you're drunk, like just something
Got
with
the
the earlobes.
earplugs?
Yeah, the ears, the decibels. The
That's
decibels hit differently when you're
Y'all
drunk.
know Rory makes wine music, wine by the fireside
Yeah,
music.
he's always
so-
whining.
And then hookah.
Oh, that sounds great.
So what are the bad things on the list besides
Dick, pussy,
Just
and
dick,
alcohol.
pussy, and alcohol?
just
That's
give
the
it up.
only bad things on earth.
Alcohol. Well, I'm doing a whole entire life change, so it isn't just about what I'm giving up. It's about, I'm going to start going back to the gym every day like
There
I
you
was
go.
at the beginning of the year.
There you go.
Just
Baby
meal
D, I
planning,
support
not
you.
eating out. Thank you.
Call me if you need some motivation, some inspiration. I got you.
Somebody to starve with me? I got
Yeah,
you.
I got you. I'm here
But
for you.
you're not giving up pussy.
For Ramadan.
He did.
I am.
When does Ramadan end?
April 20th or 21st.
Oh, so he'll be with me like half the way.
It's like you'll be doing Ramadan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have Lent coming up.
Do you see?
I thought Lent was
Lent passed,
going on,
baby.
bro.
Oh wait, it's been
Lent
going on.
happened
Yeah,
already.
yeah, no, it's about to end actually. Doesn't it end on
this
Easter?
week, yeah.
Whew, those 40 days went by quick. Forgot to give something up.
It went by so fast you forgot what you
I gave up Lent. No Lent this year.
No, giving up Lent for Lent is a bar.
Listen.
That's a bar.
Well, yeah. Did anyone do anything this weekend besides give up fun?
I saw Julian was at the Knicks game again.
Yep.
How was it?
You guys love going to Knicks games without us.
Look at it.
Yeah, right?
It was
Oh, great. He brought gifts.
bobblehead, Walt Frazier.
Oh, Walt
nice.
Frazier bobblehead
Right.
night.
Oh, with the suit on too.
With
I
the
like
suit.
that.
Oh, that's
With the
so
suits.
cute.
Are those the Pumas?
Knicks legend.
He has the Pumas on?
Mall. Oh, I thought you were.
Or are
my
they
mind
Vans?
is dark. Sorry.
Clyde Frazier wore Pumas. What is,
Yeah, I don't know what.
I went to the Nashville.
Just ignore him. Anyways, did they give those out for free?
All right.
Did Dolan actually give the fans something?
Well, yeah. If you were in my section, you got them for free. Yeah.
Only in his
Oh,
His section.
section. See,
sorry.
Rory, you don't see. That's the thing you don't understand about Julian. You got to be in his section to get the free bobbleheads.
I'm aware.
Yeah, if you're not, you got to pay for it.
It's gold plated.
Yeah,
Let me guess, a buddy of yours.
Yeah, my good friend of mine.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
good friend. He has a lot of good friends.
My
The
Knicks
Clintons. Yeah, I know.
My Knicks friend.
He's a lawyer, so his law firm gets really nice seats, and we were
he's a lawyer.
we were watching the
His firm gets a lot of nice seats.
Iowa the women's championship game, and afterwards
LSU, you mean? I didn't hear you say LSU. I heard you say Iowa.
Iowa. Well, he's from Iowa. They went to Iowa. They're all
Okay,
from there.
Wait, who won?
We're talking about the national champion.
Exactly.
Caitlin Clark, and
No, she lost.
Wow.
and we
The national loser. Got you. Yeah.
and he was like, "You want to go to the game?" So I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" It was good.
How do you refer to us to those friends? Like I know how you refer to them. That's your Nick friends. That's my buddy's law firm.
Pod friends?
That's the
Jazz
Clintons.
friends.
Like what are we when we're not?
Clintons.
What are
No,
we
we talked
when we're not
about it.
around?
Remember, it was I'm helping you out. It was charity.
Oh, it's charity.
I remember that part.
With charity.
Oh,
But I'm saying like,
okay.
what, that's
I
my
don't know.
pod. That's my pod.
I don't know
friends.
if you know we're charity.
Look at them all.
Us. Yeah.
You know
We're
Julian's at those
charity.
dinners. Like the pod space is booming right now.
I want to throw up.
Those are my pod friends.
Schedule slammed.
I feel like referring to your friends.
Have you checked Ad
never
Week?
mind.
Have you checked Ad Week?
No, really, what do you refer
Revenue
to
is
us as?
crazy in the
Seriously.
pod space.
Podcast.
He refers to us
Like,
as
you, like your coworkers?
no, as minorities.
Only Rory.
Only Rory, yeah.
But they're like the good.
Yeah,
good kind?
The good kind.
You know, it's always the good minorities.
Anyways, I'm sure you didn't do anything.
No, this weekend, I didn't do anything. I'm not doing anything. I can't go nowhere. I can't.
think so.
I can't eat till the sun goes down. Where am I
You
gonna
don't.
be
When
during
you
the day?
eat, you don't do anything.
Oh,
sometimes I go
You
out.
tweeted
I
about
probably would've
missing
went to the game.
eating.
Huh?
How'd that go?
Oh God! So I woke up. I missed. I didn't wake up early enough to eat before the sunrise. So I had to go the entire day with just water
Okay.
until like 7:20. That was a rough one. I ain't gonna lie. But that's when you're supposed to, pray more and try to just rest and relax.
That's cool.
So that's what I did. I just was like, you know what, I can't. I'm not going outside. I just took a shower, laid down, watched the games, and that was it. But I made it through though. I almost it got around 5:30 though. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you know what? God will forgive me if I go in there and eat a sandwich real quick, but I stood strong though, and I pushed through, so it was cool.
Mal, I feel like eating would be easier if you not eating would be easier if you distract yourself from not eating, right? Because when I don't want to eat, I go do a bunch of things so that I'm like nowhere near the refrigerator.
Yeah.
If I'm just sitting there chilling, watching TV.
No, but the thing is, so if you moving around and doing things and exerting energy and things like that,
Oh, yeah,
like
true.
you're gonna want to, you know what I mean? It's food everywhere. That's like putting it right in front of you and saying, "All right, eat." Like, so I just chilled, but it was cool though.
You could have went to one of Eddin's DJ sets, maybe. To
Where was
distract
you at this weekend?
I was nowhere this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah. See? We could have
So
been
much
doing
for your
things
residency.
like doing nothing together.
We could have did nothing together.
See?
I
Look.
saw you on Horrible Decisions.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great. It was horrible. All right.
You're horrible.
All right.
How about
Okay, yeah.
that?
How was
we saw this photo. We didn't get a chance to listen because it just came out. I'm mad that you didn't tell us because I would have been up at sunrise
tell you
to
I was
listen
doing
to this shit.
Oh, I didn't know this was going to come out today. Yeah, sorry.
How did you give it up on there? Because now you're no longer just behind the camera type guy. Like you get to get in your
Yeah,
bag.
you're like a celebrity.
All those episodes that
personality.
you were listening to where you were like, oh, I would have said this about this. Now you can finally do that. Like, oh, let me
Like
tell
now
you.
you're in front of the lens.
Let me tell you about
I
ass
was
eating.
never thinking about this that far, for sure.
You're in front of the lens now.
Yeah.
Well, what's the nastiest question you remember them asking you?
They didn't really ask me anything too crazy, but we talked about approaches in threesomes, like how do you get a threesome going if two women are more than happy to get that going.
Just show up then.
Well, yeah, that's one, but that's also just like kind of like what's the lead up? Like how do you? Okay, fine, you could just show up, but what?
Insert Blue Chew ad here.
There you go, perfect. And then they suggested a game night.
Okay.
Doing a game
That's
night.
what them game nights.
Yeah. See?
You got to watch them game nights.
Yeah. Like
I got invited to a game night last week.
Okay, Maul.
Yeah, but it wasn't like in a home or nothing like that.
Oh.
It was shout out to Cuddy. She had a game night at the 4040.
Okay.
She had invited me.
Orgy.
Passport, Cuddy?
Yeah.
Hey,
Friend of the show.
Invited me.
Yeah, she's a,
Shout out to Cuddy.
She didn't invite me. It's crazy. I would have went to the game night.
maybe
at
you don't like
40.
game night.
Or maybe
You
I'm
would
just
have
allowed.
not have gone to the game night.
I would go to a game night.
No,
That's
you
something I would go to.
Rory loves
Jenga.
Jenga.
Passport, Cuddy, game night at 4040.
Rory's not going
game
to
night.
that.
You're
Rory's
like,
bro,
please.
stop. Get out of here.
Don't be that guy.
Why can't I go? Why can't I go to that?
Listen, we're not doing that. Don't be that
Me and
guy.
Julian went to 4040 recently.
I don't care.
Oh, you guys had
And there was no
Really?
games.
It wasn't game night.
Interesting.
That's the difference. You're not
But
gonna-
I'd rather go to 4040 with a game night than just to go.
No, you wouldn't.
What game would you play at game night?
All right, no. Better question. What did you go to 4040 for?
Yeah.
Why did we go there?
There was a
I lasted
fight.
all of 2
It
minutes.
was first choice was DJing, and there was a fight on.
Nice.
So we went there,
There you go.
to say hi to him and watch the fight.
That's why
That
you
was the
went.
first choice.
Oh, I didn't stay for the fight. I left. I left
So you would've
immediately
definitely
I think
not-
Rory
because there was no
left
games.
after-
I was like, "Where's the Uno?" And
Rory
then I
left after like 2 beers.
Who was fighting?
This was a while ago. It was
Oh,
like a
okay.
couple months ago.
No, so what are you talking about?
Wait, so what do you
Just
think I
went.
would do at the?
You said you
4040
just went, huh?
Just chill. Be Rory.
Yeah, I would like to play Uno. I would like to. Is there a Jenga set? They have all the stadium seating. We could play Jenga right there.
Well, the game night that I was talking about, they weren't playing those kind of games.
Yeah, I think they. Oh no, not those type of
Yeah.
games. But no,
Well, Cuddy was probably playing some freaky games at 4040 as
No,
well.
I think they had Uno and
my bag.
Connect Four and things like that. Spades
Twister.
maybe.
Out of them two, who do you guys think would be good at Twister?
Comment below.
Definitely him. Definitely Rory.
Anyway,
Fave from all, retweet for Rory.
Rory
Remember
did
those
get
days on Twitter?
Rory got a
Rory.
good stretch in pause in the go-kart video. So
I can touch my toes.
got good dexterity.
All right.
Yeah. No, I'm
so
flexible.
what was your approach for the threesome conversation?
And what was
No,
this
I didn't know.
games?
That was the thing that I asked, and they suggested the game night, and then like you do like some truth or dare. You'd be like, oh, like give her a lap dance, or he could give me a lap
Oh,
dance.
yeah, that's
whatever.
the easy way.
Yeah, but see, that's what, I don't know that. I don't know what's the easy way.
Because you're so used to being a cuck. It's
No,
like
no,
I was
no, no,
invited.
no.
I didn't know.
Usually, yeah.
No, I'm just
Nah.
he said, or he could
Small
give me a lap
react.
dance. I don't know. Listen, I support you, brother. You know what I mean?
No, I don't want the lap dance.
I'm just saying, I support you. Whatever you want, just know that.
Yeah, I know.
At the end of the night,
Thank
I
you.
support you.
Well, I'll see you in June.
I kind of wish I was there not to be on camera with you, but maybe just to feed Weezy and Mandy some questions because
Like?
we have been on the road with you and we've seen some of your horrible decision fandom and how you bring them out and how you kind of link. What's their hive called? Is it the Horrible Hive? What is it?
Whores.
Whore
Yeah,
Hive.
Whore
You
Hive.
link the Whore Hive in pretty much every city we go to.
The only time we did a linkage was in Atlanta, and we were all there.
And in LA, Maul caught you getting in the SUV. We talked about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't say anything. I'm just looking at you. I haven't said a word.
Every
yet.
show you were at, Eddin, you had him there.
So did
Did
you
I really?
Did you bring this
Yes.
up to, your former coworkers
What, that I had the whore hive
that you
around?
link their hive in every city you go to?
I didn't link with the hive every city I went to. Now Atlanta, that was different. But that's it.
Houston, you were big hive.
Big hive.
So
Was I really?
You were a
linked
wasp
them
nest.
in enough cities.
Anytime someone hits that high note, was I really? You were doing it.
That's the lie octave.
I don't really remember.
It's not the high octave. It's the lie octave.
I don't remember Houston, but sure. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
So you linked enough. The point is, you linked enough of the whore hive.
Yeah.
You
And
did
you're getting
not
defensive.
share
We're
with
not
them
saying
that
you
you've been
did
getting
anything.
pussy off their backs and their hard-earned work.
See, this is not what we were going with. That's not what he was going on.
Well, he was a big part of, the whore hive as well.
He's an OG whore.
I am an OG whore.
Did you open up about anything recent?
Yes.
Oh, I can't
I
wait
can't
to watch
wait.
this
Oh
shit.
man,
I knew there was
you
something.
just sold me, Eddin. I'm gonna watch now.
Yeah.
all the answers I've been looking
It's
for.
something very embarrassing I did in the bedroom that I talked about.
Oh yeah.
Did you fart?
Around what minute
No,
mark?
farting would not be the.
What minute mark was it?
1 minute mark. I wish I could tell you
I
that.
said what minute?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, not, but that way you could just watch the whole episode.
Can we get a little preview of what that was?
I fell asleep while someone was giving me head.
Oh, you told me.
everyone's done
Wow.
that.
You told me that in confidence and said, don't share that with anyone. Then he goes, tell
Wait,
the whole
what do you
entire
mean everyone's
podcast.
done
Well,
that?
now he's talking about how I told him in confidence. Thank you, Julian. You could just shut your fucking mouth up.
I see you're taking the sass from Weezy and Mandy and bringing it over here.
It's insane. I did not.
Y'all are definitely
I
easy and
didn't spoil it at all. And then he just goes
He
on
just
there.
said he told you that in confidence.
Yeah, because but now
said
that
it on
everyone
mic.
knows, now what difference does it make? What difference does it make if I say it now? He told me that a while
Because
ago.
when I told you that was in confidence.
Well, what's
I don't think you know
funnier
how that
is
works.
that
It's
you
okay.
snore. Like I've fallen
I do
asleep getting
snore.
head before. Too,
Oh, she definitely heard me
But
snore.
I don't snore. You like.
that was the first question I asked.
I would have
Yeah.
bit it off.
Yeah.
Hey,
You would have what?
all
If
right,
you,
Lorena
if I'm-
Bobbitt.
If I'm sitting here giving head like I'm giving the best throat that I have, giving all I have to give, and I
don't know
hear
that.
you fucking snoring, I'm biting it the fuck off.
Probably wasn't that good.
I had a lot of
I was
tequila.
about
in
to
me.
say, well,
yeah.
how good was it if he fell asleep?
Yeah. I had a lot of tequila that night, so that wasn't fun.
Oh, you were drunk.
I was very drunk.
So she took advantage of you, is what you're saying.
No,
You're a
I was
victim.
Did you
aware
say
of
yes?
that part.
Did you say yes?
I did say yes.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
I definitely said yes.
When was the last time you said yes?
Yeah,
to head?
yeah, exactly.
Who says yes?
Who says no?
No, she pulled your pants down. And you said, "Oh shit," and that was
He
what
said,
happened.
Kind of. I'm not gonna lie to you.
By the way,
kinda might have
that
been
is
how it
men's
was.
consent.
Yeah.
Men's consent is shit. Huh?
That's definitely consensual. Once a man say, oh shit, and put them arms behind his back,
This could be
that
toxic.
means go ahead, do what you do. Yeah.
If a man is saying he didn't consent, but in court transcripts come back and he did indeed say, "Oh shit, all right,
That's
yo,
consent.
you consented, bro. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
I'm
consent.
sorry to
That's
say,
definitely
you
consent.
consented."
100%.
Yeah.
All right, but we'll check out your Whoreible Decisions episode. Shout out to
guys.
Weezy and Mandy.
I know Julian was upset he didn't get to go to Dreamville to link with all the homies. But we can run. We can run through
why
the
was
set
that
list.
how
We can.
that goes?
I know you were sitting at home. I was too, looking at Too Cool to Blog, waiting for updates.
I purposely didn't look at like my friends' stories 'cause I already knew what it was. I was sad.
Waiting for Chigs to catch them backstage talking. Is
You're
there
not
a
gonna-
joint album on the way? Who knows?
We don't talk about that enough. Like, it's a lot of just like weird shit in the culture. Like, do we really care about a lot of shit like that?
No,
Do we care what joint album is on the way?
of course not until it comes.
All right.
But we have to. This is a 24-hour content cycle, and everyone is a content creator now. So yeah, if they catch Cole and Drake talking to each other when they have a set together, it's like I heard rumors that the album might come tonight, like at midnight. I think the Drake and Cole album's coming.
It's not.
It's not.
It's definitely not
possible.
coming. No.
Well, Julian, I'm sure you talked to everyone, or they FaceTimed you. Like, give us a play-by-play.
Don't stop putting this on me. I
What
didn't
do you
talk
mean?
to
You were
anyone
a
that was
coach.
there. We weren't there. None of us went. I was sad, so I tried to pretend it didn't happen. I wasn't looking at the script.
Well, I'll tell you this.
As a grown man, how do you wait? No.
I'm gonna ride with him.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm just listening. No.
I
Fuck
know
that.
Rory's feels the same
I
way.
was the same. Yeah,
I,
as a
I was
gr-
on the same vibe. I didn't really look at any of that stuff.
you're too cool to admit it. I did see a few clips.
Y'all was sad.
Yeah.
Well, sad is a lot.
Sad may be
Sad is a lot.
might be an extra.
Yeah.
Disappointed. I was disappointed.
There's a lot of
Disappointed
my
is better.
close friends were there. One of the guys, this incredible photographer, creative director who lives in Africa, who I haven't seen since I was there. I didn't know he was coming to Dreamville. He came out and went to the festival.
So you were
I was
sad?
really upset that I didn't.
I
get
was
to
more
see
so
him.
sad at Drake and Cole together, but
What are we
the
talking
photographer
about?
could be nice.
So you was sad because you didn't see your photographer friend from Africa?
Yeah, Maul.
All right, man. Because then y'all make it try to seem like I'm too cool for everything, and it's not. But just saying
No,
that.
sad is a lot.
Just saying that you're
Wait,
sad.
no. Let me give him some bail. His friend that he hadn't seen in a very long time, he realized was in the States. That rarely
Yes.
happens, and he could have went and
How
could have
much-
knocked
His
out a
first
whole.
time ever in the States.
How much
confused.
of a see? This is where my thinking goes. How much of a friend is it if he didn't even tell you he was coming to?
Exactly. Also, why couldn't you
No,
have just
not
gone alone?
Because I thought we were going to squad trip it. I don't want to go. But also, we know, Riley, they don't have the capacity. The hotels were a shit show.
Yeah.
Flying at that point would have been a disaster. Like, it just financially wouldn't have made any sense.
If I would have known that when I came in, Yomi and Julian both said that they wished that they could have gone. I'm like, if I would have known that other people still wanted to go, even if we weren't working, we could have did some shit. Like,
sure we all
I
wanted to
really
go
wanted to
still.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have paid to go, but
All right, Nepo.
What?
That's
Well, how's that
Nepo
Nepo?
next time we can all go. But you were at the Knicks game. You enjoyed
Never
it.
heard that before. That's a thing.
Demaris is deflecting so hard.
Is that FOMO's like response?
No, it's a
He's-
Nepo.
he's-
It's a Nepo.
FOMO's
Now,
response
no,
is
now
funny.
that we know Demaris is a Nepo
I'm not a
baby, I'm
Nepo
adding
baby.
that joke
Oh
to my
yeah,
arsenal.
Mayor
Nepo is next. Break it down. again?
Nepo means nepotism. Nepotism
Oh,
means
okay.
that I got where I am because
that
of
was
who
an
I
acronym.
know, not what I know. Like Julian.
Okay.
Couldn't be further from the truth. It's not. First of all, you're not a Nepo baby. Demaris is just rich. That's the difference.
Oh, all right.
How
all right,
did we
let's-
get to that?
I see what's going
Reddit.
on
He's
here.
making fun of me. for
Let's address this
Reddit.
properly then. Okay. I'm up to speed now. Mal, on Reddit, there was one specific thread that was suggesting that all of us here have nepotism.
Except for Eddin. Eddin worked his way from the ground up.
I
He's Mexican.
very much did.
You
but yeah.
did, but apparently you're the only one here.
Oh, that's not true either. But yeah.
Demaris apparently, which I had no idea, comes from a Fortune 500. Like her grandfather invented the Harlem Renaissance.
She's the Black Bezos.
And the Harlem Shake.
Which none
Like,
of this is
her grandfather went to the moon with Bezos and legitimately built Harlem, and I had no idea.
That's cool.
Julian, we know, got everything from his brother that just got elected.
Yeah.
We know
like 2
that.
seconds ago.
I was
Politicians make so much money.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what they're addressing. Everyone thinks that this podcast,
Fucking
just in
idiots.
that thread, it was only like 20 people.
What about Maul?
It was a lot of people.
It was actually a lot of
It was a way more
Oh,
people.
they said Maul's the king nepotism baby, but I told him that.
King nepotism babies.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I sold crack.
And your brother had it on lock.
I'm a Nepo baby. Like what?
I mean, but your brother was still the plug.
Yeah.
You're nepotism in the crack game.
If your brother is the plug, that's
Yo,
a good
listen,
point.
y'all
Maul
got-
stole
You're
the
Tariq
92
from
bricks.
Power.
Listen, y'all got them all fucked up if y'all think I'm a Nepo baby.
Maul stole the 92
No.
bricks.
Well,
and flipped
it would be
like Tariq.
easy to call you one, except you never worked for Rockefeller, never worked for your brother, never worked with your brother.
I
Like,
don't think people know that. I never worked for Rockefeller, Rockaway, Def Jam, none of that. Thinking back, I always talk about it. It was stupid that I didn't.
I agree.
You're supposed to use your relationships and your connections, especially when it's family. But I always did my best to deviate away from that and find my own way and do my own thing. Stupidly sometimes, making dumb decisions.
Maybe
But
like
that's
that.
all about finding your way and growing up in the inner city. But Nepo baby, Maul? No.
Okay, well, Maul, I'm not calling you a Nepo baby because I agree you did, get where you are from hard work. But don't you think that being related to who you were related to and knowing some of the people that you knew, you got a couple more experiences that an unknown person wouldn't have gotten? Can you just
But I didn't. But the thing is, one, a lot of people didn't know that growing up, and I kind of kept that secret because people just look at it like, oh, it's a helping thing. It can be a dangerous thing too.
No, for sure.
Like if people think your brothers are these millionaires running around and all that, they might snatch your ass up and try to get some money out of the situation. So that was always the reason why I stayed away from that. And two, I experienced things, but I didn't necessarily at the time use them to my advantage. Like, was I invited? Was I in studio sessions when some of the greatest songs were ever recorded? Yeah. But when I left those studio sessions, I got on the fucking D train and went back uptown. I went back to my crib. Like, it wasn't like I didn't go to the Hamptons and lay out by the pool and reminisce about the amazing bars I just heard. Like,
and is nepotism only based off the entertainment world? Because
No,
there could be
it's
nepotism
everywhere.
in experience with everything.
Nepotism
just
is-
whether you like it or not.
Well, the world is run on nepotism, right? The world is run on nepotism, but
For sure.
it's in every aspect of life when it comes to jobs and things like that.
but that just goes to show that some people think that they know about you and they really don't. Because if you think that I'm a Nepo baby, like, you missed the mark on that one. I'm definitely not.
I don't know, Mo. I don't know.
How don't you know?
I don't know. I'm like I said, I don't. think
Demaris
that
is calling you a Nepo baby.
By nature he is. It doesn't mean that that's the reason why he
Then by
has
nature
what he
you
has.
are too,
No,
technically.
because I'm not related to anybody.
Is
in
it
the
because I'm
podcast
black?
Space.
But
I'm not related to anybody in the entertainment space, so I couldn't be a Nepo baby. A Nepo baby doesn't just mean that I have family members who have money. That's not a Nepo
That's
baby.
part of it too, though.
No,
That could be
a
part of
Nepo
it.
baby.
Nah, they're two
part
different
of it.
things.
That's
They're
literally
they're two different things.
So nepotism is based off the entertainment world
No,
and knowing someone in the
nepotism
entertainment
is
world?
based off of, like, if anybody wants to call me a Nepo baby, it would be because you hired me. Not anything to do with my grandfather. Does that make sense?
Sure, but that's what I'm
But
saying. There's
because
still
the people
nepotism.
that I know and the people that I'm, let's say, related to, Rory's like family, right? So
It's family.
because of that, I'm offered more opportunities. So for a job, he might not put out a job search because he knows somebody that can do it. That's nepotism.
So
I have
all
more opportunities
careers ever.
because of
Yeah, I was gonna
exactly.
say.
But that's based on
So if your aunt,
networking.
so if your aunt works at a hospital, she's a nurse, and you go apply at a job there,
and she
because
puts a
works
good word
there,
in,
that's
and
a
you get
Nepo
it over
baby?
somebody else, that's nepotism. Yes.
I mean,
The world is run on
technically,
nepotism.
That is still nepotism.
But there's
Yeah.
like more or less in the general, because this was like a couple months ago when it was at its peak in terms of having a definition and
Yeah,
becoming
the talking-
a moment.
the talking
And
points.
it was the easiest smear campaign was like you look at Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose Depp, who's now like having a blooming successful career. Judd Apatow's daughter, same trajectory. Like you're looking
Kendall
at
Jenner.
Yeah, the Jenners, like all that. You're looking at those level of people, so they're the easier ones to attack. But this does exist on every level. Like
Yeah,
my
exactly.
friend's father, who owns a real estate firm, his son now has and he's selling, making millions, and he's like, I'm killing it. It's like
I understand that,
Yeah.
though, and that's it. In those cases, yes. My brother's on record saying he didn't even know I was doing a podcast. Rory approached him on a plane, and he was like, "I didn't even know he was doing a podcast." So how does that apply to me? That's what I'm getting at. Like, how does that apply to me and what I'm doing?
It's just being attached to somebody
Exactly.
But
has
also,
been working in the music business, I guess. I don't know.
Biggs and Hop
He
have
didn't
both.
know I was doing a podcast.
I'm aware.
Biggs and Hop have both managed you, and they both have made their own world in their respective industries. So if they come and bring you an opportunity because off the strength of, oh, that's my brother, I'll give that opportunity to my brother before anybody else because they're managing you. That's nepotism.
But that would be then you would call Biggs nepotism there
No,
because
he's
Maul
the baby.
reached.
He's the baby.
Nah, it's because
It's called you're a nepotism baby.
Biggs did not start managing Maul until we started this podcast, right? And that was something Maul brought to his brother because that's his brother who's one, proven himself in the business world. Mm-hmm. Two is his fucking brother who he trusts and loves. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that make Biggs, by that definition, the one that has the nepotism, not Maul? If we're talking about just podcast world.
Yes, but it's the different uses of the word. Nepotism baby means you're benefiting from the nepotism. Does that make sense?
Okay, but Biggs, that would.
So you saying Biggs is a nepotism? You saying Biggs is a nepotism baby?
Or he's
no, by that
manager.
I'm saying it's stupid to begin with. That's what I'm trying to say. So Maul brought that opportunity to his brother,
but
not
Biggs
the other
is
way
already
around.
Established. Biggs has been established.
Okay, so they did good business as a family.
But that's nepotism. There's nothing wrong. But listen, there's nothing wrong with it. The point in when Julian made that joke is people were making fun of us and they were saying that all of us are in this space just because we know somebody, and that's not.
Which is hilarious.
That's not true.
That's it.
They said Eddin's the only one.
Me.
Who swam across the
I know
ocean
we are in
and
the simulation, but am I bugging the fuck out? I'm bugging right now.
They said Eddin's the only one that got it out the mud.
Yeah.
What was my nepotism?
Rory definitely got it out the mud. Like,
What's my
I
nepotism?
lived on a couch for.
You're white.
I mean,
Fair, okay.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Your bloodline is
Yeah, you're white.
Yeah.
You're automatically a Nepo baby.
But
When I was
This
born,
is
they're
your
like,
world. We're
here's a
just visiting.
podcast. I was like,
Exactly.
thank you. I could speak out the womb. It just comes with the whiteness.
Speak out the womb.
yes. But
Oh,
just to
man.
clear that up,
That
I
was
am
my nepotism, just whiteness.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
I don't know what Rory's was. I don't remember what they said about it. It's funny because people get mad at you for choosing a career path and then making it work. And then the people you meet along the way, they eventually start to use against you.
Yeah, of
So they're
course.
saying like
Like your
Julian's
buddies.
only here because of his relationship with Rory. Yeah, we met at a festival and became friends 5 years later.
And he did a great job with Palooza. And I thought, wait, how about he takes that work and brings it over here?
Like people are saying that's somehow nepotism as if we didn't just meet.
That's what I'm trying to like. Where was the nepotism when the block wasn't clicking?
hilarious.
Like,
I'm screaming.
when them packs wasn't moving, like I wasn't a Nepo baby then, was I? Where was Reddit then?
But that's what kills me because their narrative is so funny because they were just calling Maul all types of broke and feeding off of other people's narratives and saying this and saying that and saying you were using your friends and you were never popping. Now you're a nepotism baby. They were just calling me all types of dirty, broke hood rats. And then suddenly I'm a fucking trust fund baby.
I stole money.
Nori said that?
Nori said I stole money. This is a simulation. Y'all think I'm joking. Like, none of this is real. I'm telling y'all, none of this is real. He just said, we stole money.
And then took a picture with Tucker Carlson after.
Like,
Jesus.
what? I don't know, man. Listen, man. Drake at Dreamville, though.
By the way, I love it, Reddit. Keep going.
Oh, no.
Those threads are
things
incredible.
like that to
We
me
love
are
you,
just
Reddit.
hilarious that people sit back and
We
create
fully
those.
support the
Oh,
Reddit.
no, I love Reddit. I love that whole community. That's
And
just-
Lipstick
And-
Alley.
And
I love
technically,
Lipstick Alley. I've never been on Lipstick Alley, but shout out to Lipstick Alley too.
yeah, Fenty Alley, whatever it is. Eddin, if you think about it now with Flex, big nepotism.
Yeah, totally.
It's kind of crazy.
Big nepotism.
Well, most people would say you are the hero of your own story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because you stay true to yourself. And why not sip a cognac that's just as forward thinking and trailblazing as someone like you? Elevate your cognac experience with the one that challenges convention in an elegant way. You know what that is, Maul? That's Martell.
Martell Blue Swift is the first spirit made of VSOP cognac, finished in bourbon casks for an exceptionally smooth taste, Rory. Everyone's journey is unique, so it's up to you how to enjoy Martell Blue Swift. Whether you want it neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail, your choice is always the right one. You know you're in good hands with Martell, right, Rory?
I know that.
They're the oldest of the great cognac houses and are always taking an unexpected and innovative approach when it comes to their cognac.
It's very true. Get your bottle at a store near you or online at martell.com. Enjoy our quality responsibly. Copyright 2023, imported by Martell and Company, New York, New York.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yes,
Let's talk about sex.
always.
Listen, we should always be at our best in the bedroom, right?
I would hope so.
Well, 2023 is the year to maximize our performance in the bedroom.
It's that year.
Listen up, BlueChew.com.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as, say, a Viagra or Cialis, but malts in chewable form. You can take it at the beginning of the day, middle of the day, plan for your date. Maybe you get lucky, one night stand, chew that thing up right away. You're good to go.
It's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, Rory, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy.
Listen, man, straight from the Chew Live crew themselves. We believe in this product. This is not an ad.
Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code RoryNMal at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping.
That's BlueChew.com, promo code RoryNMal to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast and sponsoring our sex life.
Thank you. All right, so Dreamville happened this weekend. Shout out to Dreamville. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to J. Cole for another what looked like and seemed like an amazing weekend.
Yep.
The lineup was crazy.
Just a lineup full of nepotism. And Wayne and Drake, Jay-Z and Cole,
Young Money,
Usher and JD. Someone have an original fucking idea and put some work in, please.
Yeah, so Drake had an original idea of writing music.
No, he didn't. He met Wayne, and then it happened.
Yeah, so Drake is a Nepo baby as well.
So is Cole.
Got you. So Drake, he brought out 21 Savage, Lil Wayne, Glorilla, Uzi. Who else? I know I saw a clip of Usher. He April Fool's the whole crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And said that he was bringing Beyonce out.
Is that fucked up?
Yes.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I loved it.
It's an April Fool's joke.
Kind of hilarious.
I loved it. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
And you have to think, like, if you were
I
to
wouldn't
bring
believe
Beyonce
that.
out, you think, be like, and for our next song, we'll be bringing out Beyonce Knowles.
Like for people that think that Beyonce would be introduced like she was some talent show artist, like come on, man. Like y'all just
talent show.
Yeah, that's what
some
it was.
open mic.
Yeah, it was like, oh, and then next I'm gonna bring a young lady
for this next
She's
number.
from Houston, Texas, has a few albums out. Beyonce?
Sorry, Comedy Central.
I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering this, but Beyonce, I hate when people
like,
do that shit.
Credits
You
and
know you
all
about to
that.
say my fucking name wrong. and you say,
People fall for anything, but it looked like it was a great weekend. The lineup was incredible. Drake, he performed. J. Cole, I saw him give Drake his flowers on stage. Say that he was just amazed at how much Drake has been able to produce in this space and create the soundtracks for our lives for the last however many years. I thought that was dope for Cole to do that. And I saw a clip of Cole and like Dave and Buster's after the show
With
was
Summer,
over.
yeah.
Summer Walker, I think she kicked Cole's ass in the basketball shooting game.
Stole your whole date idea for her.
Damn.
You were going to take her to
Listen, man,
to
Cole,
DMB.
Cole is he's a good dude. I don't mind. He could steal my sauce. Take some of the Dave and Buster's and let her run up the tickets.
How do you feel about Drake's caption, kind of responding to the entire weekend? I want more of this in all caps, years and years with the gang. I'm talking plural. And to get there, we'll turn any weirdo into a mural.
Okay.
That's
Ooh,
hard.
He's suggesting he'll kill
that's a
everyone.
death threat.
That's
and
hard.
then there'll be
It
a
is kind of
mural after
different.
death.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking with that.
I think I liked Cole's Flowers a little bit more, but I get the mural bar.
No, I like that. I like the fact that first of all, the fact that Drake went out and brought Wayne and Uzi and all these other artists out. That's just a major look for the whole weekend. This may be, in my opinion, one of the best festivals.
I agree. They do the lineups correctly.
Yeah, this lineup, these artists performing the right songs.
But I mean, that's the importance of when the bigger artists have creative control of these festivals. Like, I'm just going to use one, for example, Verizon Highlight Festival, where they can get $1 billion to put a lineup together and get every single artist is cool. But when you have someone like Cole that has real relationships with the other icons of his generation, yeah, he can get a real festival together like this, rather than try to force something based off overpaying artists for their set list. Like, this is why more artists should be doing their own festivals.
Is this the set list for Cole?
Cole on the right-hand side, left-hand side, Drake's on the left. Right, sorry.
All right, so Cole, he opened with Who Dat, Middle Child, 95 South, My Life, A Lot, Tale of Two Cities, Fire Squad, Power Trip to London, Planes, Under the Sun. All right, he performed the right shit. Johnny P's Cat. He didn't bring Benny out for that? With Johnny P's Caddy?
No.
Johnny P's Caddy.
He did Vilmatic and actually asked Ye to clear the sample for that.
Yeah.
Fire.
Vilmatic was one of my favorite freestyles when I was in college.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be on DSPs.
I love the fact that Cole still performs "Love Yours."
Why is that? I think that's probably one of his biggest records
songs.
in his
Yeah.
set. I think that's pulled his cell phone light out.
No, but you know what it is sometimes because
That's the texture group chat.
That's
I love
the
y'all
self-love
records.
anthem.
How old is that song now? How many years ago?
2016.
2016.
So that's 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to just see an artist, perform that record still.
I mean, he did Who Dat.
Well, he had to. I mean, I get it.
I didn't see the transition, but going from Love Yours into Drake coming out to Sicko Mode must have been the sickest transition ever.
He had a moment and he was like, all right, you guys ready to bring someone out?
Like that would have had me wanting to text the closest people in my life to fuck that Sicko Mode.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
let me bust a left in the light.
It's definitely two different moods. Two different modes. Love Yours and Sicko Mode over in headlines. And then Drake came out to Hell Yeah Fucking Right. Started from bottom. Energy. Know Yourself. Nonstop. God's Plan.
I like that he went with the over headlines. Hell Yeah Fucking Right. Start that out.
Brought out Glorilla, brought out Uzi Vert.
No, this is great.
Yeah, this is
No, they
strong.
performed the right records. This is definitely, if I went to a festival and saw these two, I would not be mad at this set. This set list is dope. This is a dope set list. They didn't jump just only into the top hits, the top records, the top hits. Played a lot of B-side joints that everybody love and everybody fuck with. So
No Jodeci freestyle. I know that was the big thing once this was announced that was going to happen.
I wish.
Yeah.
It's nice. So at the end here, it looks like Cole got the last record with no role models, and then Drake, I guess, did a thank you. Whitney's "I Will Always Love You."
Did he sing it too, Cole?
Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
had him in the crowd.
Him in the crowd.
All right. As long as he's saying it to the crowd.
Drake did what?
Rory.
He played "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston.
He played it.
Yeah.
Did he sing?
And I mean,
Sang along. Karaoke.
he sang along. Yeah. Did he do on mic? No.
I want to make this clear. I think that's a fire way to end a festival set, to sing it to the crowd. I just don't know if I want to watch.
But
Oh, he's telling the crowd to sing it to Cole. I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Flower giving. All right.
yeah,
Never mind. I apologize, Drake.
you don't have to apologize.
Please don't. Why he holding his arm
yeah.
out like that?
So I mean, they did that, and then
He's the conductor. He's telling the crowd how to sing Whitney.
okay.
Oh, if I was on shrooms,
I would
I'd start crying.
Oh my god.
Big
Maul's
shrooms.
not feeling this.
You don't think on shrooms
That's
you would
not
cry
hip-hop?
to
Is this hip hop, Maul?
Drake
This ain't
asking
hip-hop.
us to sing "I Will Always
This
Love You"?
ain't hip hop, man.
How is it not hip hop?
This is not hip hop.
What's not hip hop about?
Very
Come on,
hip-hop.
Why is this not hip hop?
This is Whitney Houston.
Okay,
This is an
Yeah.
R&B record.
she's in
A classic record.
But
Timeless
two
record.
hip hop icons. One
that-
is saying, "Hey, let's sing a song to another icon," which is "I Will Always Love You."
You don't
What,
want to
what
watch
should
him
they have
embrace?
sung? Like Meth and Mary instead?
But the Jodeci freestyle. What about that?
I would have.
Now we're giving Cole his flowers.
No, we could give Cole absolutely love Cole, love everything he's doing. Like
Love yours.
we love, we fucking love Cole. But I just don't know about ending the set with "Let the Crowd Sing I Will Always Love You."
Too Cole, yeah.
No, we love Cole, but do the Jodeci freestyle, man. Like let us rap along to that. You know what I mean? Like,
Unedited?
have they ever performed that together?
on stage. I don't know. I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let us get that.
I mean, we assumed that was going to be the ending once we saw the lineup, but
There has to be a
I prefer
reason.
this over. Maybe they do the Whitney freestyle that comes out today. Maybe they sample this. You never know.
What would you sing to each other?
Yeah, what were you guys saying to each other? It's a great question, Julian.
I would look Rory in his eyes and sing "Sweet Home Alabama."
I would play Eminem Puke.
Wow, wow.
That's how I'd show my love.
Shout out to the whole Dreamville team, man. A great weekend. Some of my friends was down there. They said it was dope. Everybody had a great time. Said everything was set up the right way. So yeah, shout out to Dreamville, man, because it's not easy to put together a lineup this big at a festival, and everybody is safe. There's no incidents. So, we've seen festivals be put together and tragically things happen, lives are lost. But this one went on, and there was no word of any of that happening. Everybody was safe. Everybody had a good time. So shout out to Dreamville. Usher came out again. That's, to me, that's big. I mean, Usher is an icon in our culture, and for him to have his Vegas residency and then still keep in touch with the culture like this and come back to Raleigh, North Carolina, do the Dreamville Fest, see him kicking it backstage with Drake and J. Cole and things like that. Like, that's just dope, man. This was just a really, really great event.
I don't want to make it a callback or make it another Chris Brown thing, but look at this 20 right here.
Oh, y'all already know.
Strong 21.
Come on now. Y'all already know.
Thoughts?
No, this is great.
No, it's a great set list.
No, but like verse Chris is 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now that you can see the 20 in front of your
okay.
face.
Good point.
Well, I mean, look, for the record, I don't know why Rory keep trying to make it seem like I have Chris Brown beating Usher. Y'all try to tell me that Justin Timberlake would be a better opponent than Chris Brown, and I was like, no, he would not.
Bruno Mars.
That's all I was saying. Like, I'm not saying Chris Brown beats Usher in the verses. I'm saying he's the best opponent for
And
Usher. People
pardon my
started
skin
showing
tone.
Justin Timberlake. I was
Pardon
like,
my
I think
skin
Justin Timberlake might be a better
no, you wouldn't.
for a 20
No, you wouldn't.
Against Chris Brown.
Usher.
When you get to AO Technology,
He would not play 50.
Play Ayo
Why are you putting that in
Technology.
there?
And that
Yeah.
song's not that bad. It was ahead of its time.
No, it was not.
It's ahead of its
Well,
time.
It was ahead of its
Well, we
time.
still didn't get to the time.
Hey, yo.
know.
We still didn't
technology.
get
You gotta wait.
Today, that's
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta wait.
If you put that record on today, it's no movement is
You
happening.
gotta wait till we get to the movie.
Gotta
Yeah, nah,
say,
we ain't there.
hey,
Yeah,
you.
no. That's all I was saying. But shout out to everybody that came. Summer Walker looked great. She has a new EP coming out. What is it? May 9th?
9th, something
I believe.
like that. Yeah.
Shout
Clear
out to
too.
Summer Walker.
Would love to see her and Cole do something together.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We need
yes.
that. We definitely need that.
And I think the Dave and Buster's video was, they're easing into a rollout. You can only get Cole outside once out the year, and it's this. So we're going to get all our video footage when we're going to start promoting a collab.
I think it's safe to say that they definitely have to be working on a record.
Do you think you would have helped Summer with her form at DMB?
She didn't-
I know
she didn't-
Cole's a married man and was just there as a friend.
she didn't.
but
She didn't
you,
need it. She looked like she scored 100 or something.
Mhm.
She didn't need no help. Like
You would have been standing to the side or behind her.
no, I would have been. I would have been probably shooting.
You would maybe
You would've rebounded
feeding
for her?
Yeah, like feeding her passes.
Rebound.
Bounce pass. Yeah, let me see it off the bounce.
Rebounding on that little ass arcade is crazy. How do you rebound that?
Take it out the thing. And
Yo, I got you.
Nah, man.
off the rack.
Give her no look passes.
Nah, she held it down. She definitely
She held it down.
She did. She had the
At Dave and
guys looking
Buster's?
at her like, yo, how are you even shooting this good? She had scored 100. You can't beat that score.
Also, while Drake and Cole were on stage, Twitter streets were going crazy. There was some leak that appeared to be a Drake song with a Kim Kardashian sample of her doing some interview talking about the divorce. It was the first time I've ever thought, hey, is this song AI and not a leak?
Wait, why?
Because it didn't sound like Drake. Everything about it was weird. I don't think Drake would do this, even if this is an old record from when they were actually beefing and doing the back and forth Kim shit.
Mhm.
It just didn't sound, even the hook and the runs, it sounded AI to me.
So, but see, now this is the dangerous part about where we're at. Because now when songs leak, now, how often are we going to go to that thought? Like, is this AI?
Mm.
Is this a real song? And do artists get to use that to their advantage?
100%.
Like, let me tease this record. Let me kind of see the reaction to it. If they don't like it, we could easily just
My bad, it
say,
was
nah,
AI.
that was AI.
AI is the new I was hacked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
kind of.
that's exactly what it is. I mean, if you want to use it that way,
Mm.
but the only thing is now, if it's a good record and it's AI,
How do you get around that?
how do you get around that?
You would have to pay off the person that, I don't know how the AI rules work yet.
Scary,
or if
man.
does that become the demo and then you put your real voice on it?
They said this record premiered on Sound 42 Radio. I don't know if we can get a link to actually hear it through there. But
What
that's
is Sound
the
42
rumor-
Radio?
Drake's radio station.
Yeah. Well, if it previewed there, then it's real.
Yeah.
Then it's a real record.
Then it's a real record.
Then I'm gonna say it's just a bad
record,
It's
yeah.
a bad Drake record that shouldn't have came out.
Mm.
To be honest, it almost felt like AI too, because even how they placed Kim's interview sounded like someone that was doing AI and just placing shit where it would go in a Drake song.
Well, it's dangerous because again, now these records coming out, some of the AI leaks we heard. Guru posted a Jay-Z AI verse that sounded just like Jay.
There's been a lot of Kanye ones of him covering other
Yeah.
records that sound great.
Yeah, that's how
They
that.
sound better.
I don't know, man.
It's scary though, man. It's scary because again, you talking about being able to recreate some of the biggest artists in the culture, recreate their voices, their tempos, their have these beats underneath them that sounds like they're real produced records. It's like I don't this technology thing. Like I know it's great in some ways, but this is where it can become dangerous, especially to artists and creators. Like where a machine and just technology can just create these pieces of art where it's like we don't even know if that's really the artist.
I think this is just a guinea pig. Like I don't think this means much. Of course, to music, we're gonna have to figure it out and how it's has royalties or figure that nonsense out. This is just gonna be used in politics soon. Music is the rabbit hole right now. Like, let's figure out what the fuck we can do. Let's see how people react to it. Let's see how many people think it's real, how many people don't think it's real, how artists reply to it. What's going to happen when the new codes come out, AI, and we hear the wiretap of the president saying, hey, yeah, shoot that out. But it's AI.
What's going to happen now when the AI knows how to vote?
Well, we saw that already. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
it's called Facebook.
It's like, what are we doing? Like, you know, these are dangerous waters. And I saw that Elon Musk and other leaders have called for a pause on artificial intelligence development because of things like this. Now it's getting to, you know, dangerous levels. It can start affecting other non-existential things, nuclear threats and things like that. So,
well, that's my thing. We've watched, again, why I think this shit with music is important, but not that fucking important. We've seen the quote unquote fake news shit where just a headline can sway people's thoughts on politics. Just a headline. Now imagine if there's a voice connected to that headline based off someone that's running for president. And then they say, oh, well, it was AI. How far is that going to get out? Because we've seen even with fake news headlines, we know they're fake. How many people realize they're fake? Very small, a very minuscule part of people can see that. So you add voice to it.
It's dangerous.
This is nuts. Fuck music. I'd make 1 million fake Drake songs. I don't care.
Yeah, right. No, and I've always been on record
sucks
saying
that we're going to get whole verses we didn't want. That's whatever. But this is going to really affect. We've seen what print is dead and is still affecting how we sway in our opinions.
Right.
Now add a voice to it, and they'll even say, "Hey, it was fake." How many people are going to see that it was fake?
See,
they'll suppress that part.
I've always said I wasn't scared of the robots coming back, which I'm not.
I've been terrified.
But this type of shit, I'm scared of. Because again, what's real? You put a video out of the president speaking, and it's not the president speaking. Like, you know what I mean? Then now that's what I'm scared. I'm not scared of robots walking the streets and a dog delivering your pizza and all of that. That shit doesn't bother me.
You're not afraid of robots walking the streets?
No.
Fuck the terrified.
I don't know. That's
terrified, baby.
Scary to me,
Those
bro.
things that Boston Technologies is developing, those are
Like
scary.
dog shits?
Man.
Yeah.
Have you seen them doing parkour in the labs?
Have you seen
They're going nuts.
Have you seen a Puerto Rican strip a car in the Bronx?
I have.
It'll be pieces of robots all over the streets. You let them Puerto Ricans
And they'll be picking up supplies.
I don't give a fuck
pieces
about
of
no
people.
robots, man. I'm scared of AI. I'm scared of all of that. You know, just we don't know if that's really him speaking, if that's really her speaking.
Now the robots are going to have a voice. It's going to sound like you.
Right. Imagine AI Mall.
I'd hang with AI.
What would AML say?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But it would sound like it's not a robot voice.
That's crazy.
They're developing. Now that they put a pause on 6 months.
He just made me sound like I had autism. Like,
It's Autism Awareness Month.
oh, is it? Look at that. I didn't even know. Shout out to all my autistic
AI.
people.
The South Park in one of the episodes this season used the last of about 5 minutes. ChatGPT wrote the full thing.
That's
script,
crazy.
And they used that AI to close the episode. So they animated to what ChatGPT said.
That's funny.
Crazy.
And it was like a whole episode bridging about the awareness of and the dangers of it. So it was, in a very South Park-esque way.
Yeah.
They integrated the technology.
I love that.
I don't know, man. Freedom's pretty cool, but I think we need to start
Yeah, we got.
suppressing some of it.
Yeah, we got it.
This is nuts.
We got to get a hold of this shit. Like this is
No. They're creating this to make sure we're fucked.
Yeah.
We should. And what is Elon doing in 6 months? I know he's just calling for it. It's not happening. But what in that 6 months, in that research that we're pausing, are we going to research some more to make sure this doesn't happen? Or
I think that's probably what it is. They want to probably, sit down and talk about the things that are going on, look at some of the things that are in development and say, all right, we need to, let's take that off the table. Let's not do that because again, it can get out of hand. It can get to a point where we can't control this thing and it's going too far. I think it's already too far. Like I said, we're getting like songs and things like that now. And there was a clip of President Trump speaking and people were saying, oh, that's not real. He never really said that. That's AI. It was other people saying, no, he really did say that. Y'all just saying that it's AI. So now we at that point where, again, we don't know what's real and what's
on
not.
video.
and that's my point. Not even to your man. It's just in general with the news. Like we'll see a crazy story that they'll run for a week straight, and then it ends up not being true, and they'll run one time. Hey, that was false information, and then it's done.
Yeah.
They move on. They don't run that. Hey, we lied for a week.
There were those fake photos going around of Trump being arrested.
Oh, yeah.
in New York.
I think that's going to happen with this AI shit.
that
They're
had
gonna
Twitter
spew
in an
some shit out there,
outrage.
and then put out one little report at midnight on a Sunday. Hey, we were lying. That was AI, and then just move on.
don't know, man.
These
So as much as I'd like to say, hey, this is really going to be fucked up for music, I just think it's going to be fucked up for the world. I don't care that much about a Kanye cover as I do with other AI voices.
That's a pretty good edit.
people thought these were real.
I know they did.
Nobody thought.
Yes, they did.
No, some people really did.
No,
think
they
those were real.
did. They.
But we know, but we
go
know
to this one of him
we know
running.
people are stupid. That's
It's a-
and
it's
it's
a
okay.
photo.
This
to
one's
say
my
that.
favorite.
This
photo
is
of Trump
great.
running
I
from
wish that
cops.
was real.
That's how you know it's fake. He's running.
Like people,
I mean,
people are stupid. We know that. It's okay for people to be stupid.
But that's the dangerous part because
It's not, because though that's what AI is going to influence the most. The people that are stupid that think these photos are real.
Exactly.
That they're going to hear an
Yeah.
insane thing from AI in the real voice of the person and go, well, that has to be real.
they're
It's
pretty good
It's
edits.
his
though.
voice.
did Peach do these?
Right.
PJ do better.
Over the weekend, Rory, the NCAA women's tournament came to an end. LSU won it all. Shout out to LSU, the LSU Tigers. Shout out to Angel Reese.
Shout out to just women basketball in general. Highest rated Final
It was
Four,
great.
Elite Eight,
It
and
was
Sweet
great.
16, I think, in history.
The
For
entire tournament was great. All of the teams looked good. It was great for women's basketball. The fact that I've seen a lot of men talking about they were watching it and supporting it. It was great. It was entertaining. I think that this definitely was the best year, the best tournament that I've seen in a very long time, if not ever, as far as the competition. And just the players, demanding the respect and being competitive and all the trash talking. I thought it was great. I think it was great for
doing
sports.
TurboTax ads. I love that shit.
TurboTax, what?
You think I'm joking, but I was so happy to see that, specifically with taxes, maybe just because it's around April 15th, but so many college women athletes got bags for social media this year.
Yeah.
They were on Instagram working out, talking about TurboTax. I thought that was incredible that since this rule has been changed, it's not just with the men.
Yeah.
All eyes have been on this tournament. So thank God the women got their bag as well. I thought that was incredible.
And I think a lot. I'm sorry, Martin.
I'm not sure if it was equal pay. I'm not sure if it was great. It was just from outside looking in, I thought it was dope. They were also
Just to see
getting
them,
money as a
yeah.
college athlete.
I
Absolutely.
think so many other brands, like I hope that they don't make this mistake next year. I hope they learn from their mistakes. But these girls are on that court, full face makeup, beat, hair, wigs intact while they're sweating and everything. Wigs not moving, hair not, makeup not moving.
To the gods.
Like the cosmetology brands like really dropped the bag and
great
not
point.
like sponsoring them.
It's
Like
a really good point.
How long do we think it'll take for Rihanna to sponsor a women's team?
I think she talked to Angel Reese this morning.
I hope so. That would be
Right?
dope.
That would be.
be dope to integrate those brands and beauty products and things like that into women's sports. I think it's first of all, it's long overdue. Number one, but I think that it'd be great just for women's sports. Just to kind of integrate that business and those brands and help elevate each other. But the story that took over, first of all, again, congratulations to LSU. Salute to the Iowa. They played great. Caitlin Clark was amazing.
Well, right before you get to that, to Demaris' point, we follow Lexi, friend of the show, plays for the Sparks. Do you see on her page that the WNBA has been trying to showcase the fashion, like even the way kind of the guys walk in the tunnel?
Yeah.
Fashion shit. Like,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term, these women athletes aren't the stereotype of like some butched out chick these is beautiful women that are also playing basketball. And I've watched the WNBA try to highlight that, and we clearly see it with the women's college shit right now. They're going to have to step up when it comes to active wear with Nike, not just like with the makeup stuff.
Yeah.
These chicks are not the dykes that we think.
Yeah, they're not going out there in sweats.
Yeah.
and
They're
hoodie.
dressing up like bad bitches. They look like bad bitches. I mean that in the best possible way that I could say it. They're doing makeup tutorials. I went on Angel Reese's IG. Looks like every chick that we would deem that gets all the IG baddie promo codes.
Yeah.
And she also balls.
No,
And she also has more influence and followers.
I think that it's just showing that you can be athletic, you can be strong, you can be competitive, but you can also be, feminine. You can be woman, you can be beautiful, you can have your makeup, you can have your hair, your nails, everything, very well put together. So I think that it's time for these brands to get behind these women's college athletics and support them and help keep them beautiful on and off the court.
Yeah.
I think that it's time for that. Fortunately, the whole the game got overshadowed by all of the trash talking that went back and forth. First of all, anybody that has ever played competitive sports, trash talking is a part of sports.
Non-competitive sports too.
Yeah, it's a part of the game. When I don't care what you're doing. If it's competition, trash talking is part of it. I understand sportsmanship. I understand, having respect for your opponent and all those things. But when we're in the middle of it and we're going at it and we're competing, like, you don't have to tell me, hey, be nice to your opponent. Be nice to your... No, like, we want to win. We want to beat them. And not only that, Caitlin Clark was, she was doing, I don't know why everybody's calling it the Cena. Maybe I'm too old. That's the Yayo.
I was going to say.
I'm concerned. That's Tony Yayo.
My biggest problem with that is that Yayo wasn't getting his royalties.
Yeah, like, no, that's
this
I don't
is
know
the
what
Yayo.
the Cena is. That's the Yayo.
To John Cena's credit, he has paid homage. He said that is Yayo's move. He said,
even if he didn't,
I'm glad
saying
Cena
it. Like,
said that.
I'm glad Cena said it, but he wouldn't have to say it for me to say it. Like, we know where that came from.
Well,
that's
they're
Yayo.
kids, so they grew up on the "you can't see
don't know
me."
who Tony
But-
Yayo is.
Stephen Smith ain't no kid. Stephen A. Smith isn't a kid. He's a grown man.
Oh, I was referring to the actual.
He
kids.
called it the Cena. It's not
And
the Cena.
Caitlyn didn't even take it to the advanced one. The advanced Yayo is two hands. It's like this.
YouTube.com.
Oh wow, that brought back a lot of
That's the advanced one. It's two-handed.
memories.
Wow.
Oh, I don't remember.
Put two
I don't
on
remember
it.
that one.
Rory got 2 hands on it.
But yeah, I just think that the fact that the media is talking about this and saying, Angel Reese was classless for doing it. Caitlin Clark did it first. She waved off defenders, and that was like, I loved when she did it.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's part of it. That's like, if I feel like I don't have to guard you because you're not going to make that shot, I'm waving you off. We're not worried about that. Like, I've seen guys turn their back and look at the rim before they even shoot it. Like, we know that's a rebound. Like, he not making it.
Well, the
like,
media-
that's part of the game. Like, to me, all of that, it advances, just the people wanting to watch it. Like, if you never watched college game and you saw a highlight of a girl waving off a defender when she had the ball behind the 3, like she's not guarding her.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I got to watch this. Like, if
Right.
she got swag like this, she doing all that out there? When does she play next? When is her next game? That's just part of the game. Like, you don't say, oh, she's classless, and now you want to say Angel Reese is, whatever they were saying all year about Angel Reese, she's ghetto, she's this, she's that. She's a world champion now. She's a national collegiate champion. Like, you gotta put that on her name now. She can be all that other stuff you want her to be, and y'all claim that she is. She's a world champion. LSU Tigers are the national champions, and it is what it is. And I trash talking is a part of the game. Like, I understand we're supposed to have grace and all these other things, but that's after the game. While we're on the floor, now if they did that to Caitlin Clark while she's walking to the team bus after the loss, then it's like, y'all wildin'. Like, the game is over, y'all won, chill. On the court, we could trash talk. We could do all of that. Like, as long as we not disrespectful, we not putting hands on each other, and we not cursing in somebody's face. Keep it. Let people talk trash. Let people express that, yeah, we dogging y'all, we beating y'all. Because if it was the other way around, I don't think anybody would have had a problem with it. I thought everybody would have been like, damn, Iowa with the upset, they beat LSU. Because, Iowa is we know the culture differences. We see it. We see the team on the floor. They would have said, oh, Iowa went out there and they really beat those sisters. And
I don't see color.
Nah.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark was definitely their great white hope, and they were upset.
And let's be clear, Caitlin.
No, she could ball.
She's fired.
All right,
she earned
We
the
ain't
title.
gonna lose that. She got game. Caitlin Clark can hoop. She got game.
Caitlin was by far the best player on the court.
Oh, absolutely.
LSU was a significantly better team.
Absolutely. No, I don't think anybody's arguing that. I just hate that it's turned into the whole taunting thing and not having sportsmanship and all. It's like, that's when you start putting bullshit in the game. Don't do that.
And Caitlin didn't complain.
The media created this shit. That's the point that no
That's
one
what
brings
I'm
up
saying.
because the media has to continue to react to a narrative they
Like,
created.
come on with that shit.
Neither one of these athletes gave a fuck about that taunting. Caitlin came up in the
Clark
press
is a
conference
hooper.
and was like, yeah, they got us. Like,
That's part of the
fine.
game.
She said,
Yeah.
I talk shit.
Part
She
of the
talks shit.
game.
That's part of it. Like,
So we're arguing about something that two athletes don't give a fuck about.
They don't
The
care.
people we're talking about don't care
None
about
of those athletes on the floor care about that. None of those coaches care about that. It's just the media trying to push this
The
narrative.
media's
trying to
getting mad
spin-
at the media.
Yeah.
Y'all are mad at each other for something that you created that didn't exist.
Y'all pushing some shit that's just this is a part of basketball, and it's not a black and white thing. It's y'all trying to make it a black and white. Larry Bird is notoriously one of the biggest trash talkers ever in sports history. Like, he from Indiana, white boy. Like, we know that when you're a competitor and you're trying to win and you think that I'm better than everybody, yes, you're gonna say it at times. You're gonna show it. You're gonna have that demeanor like, yo, y'all can't guard me, y'all can't defend me, y'all can't stop me. Give me the ball, get out my way. Like, that's part of the game. You cannot take that out of the game, and definitely don't try to turn it into a black and white thing, because there are some major trash talkers that are both black and white, notorious in sports, period. So let's not put this cloud over women's
But that's
sports
what
try to
there
make
is
it
a
something
there
else.
is a there is an underlying race component to why it's such a big backlash with her. There is a
No, but
No,
there's not
there
even
is, but that
underlying.
was
It's
the
the
media.
entire-
The media is
created
doing that though.
So the media is giving backlash to themselves.
Yeah, the media is doing
They
this.
started this entire thing.
Yeah.
The media used to comment on the game. They used to comment on what was happening on the court. They created this narrative, included saying that Angel Reese was ghetto and bashing her for doing that, and Caitlyn, it was great.
That's
same with
the media.
Same with like Cam Newton when he would celebrate versus when Gronk would celebrate. It would be drastically different. We know that. But the media used to comment on what was going on the court and the field. Now they created this shit and they're outraged at themselves. It's not like Angel Reese and Caitlyn have a real problem. They don't. They both said everything is fine. The media's mad at themselves. They created this entire thing. Stephen A is yelling at his coworkers.
Yeah.
As he should have. Like, I get he's right.
No, yeah,
but
he's right.
it was created by the media. But we're supposed to be commenting on the sport. No, you guys are just commenting on yourselves at this point.
It's the media.
It's media versus the media. We're not commenting on sports
The
anymore.
media's calling themselves out about their own racism. It's
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes.
That's
Which
what's happening.
That's the bottom. Yeah, that's.
Am
the
I
gist.
wrong?
No, it's hilarious.
But the racism still, yes, the media is calling themselves out on their racism, but the racism does still exist.
I could see if the Iowa coach went up there on that press conference and was like, it was so inappropriate how those LSU girls taunted my players. At that point, now we're commenting on the sport and the people there.
Yeah.
Both sides were completely fine with the taunting. Caitlyn got up there and said, yeah, I mean, that's what happens. They got the best of us. We lost.
That's just the
Was
bottom
fine.
line.
Now, Angel Reese is replying to the media off the shit they fucking created, which you can also say is a double standard where Caitlyn doesn't have to reply to that stuff. Unfortunately, Angel does. But this is created by every outlet. They're yelling at themselves. They're not yelling at the sport. They're not yelling at us. They're yelling at themselves.
It's just the media again trying to, put this cloud over what the fact is. The fact is the LSU Tigers women's team is the national champions. Angel Reese had an amazing tournament. And yeah, they deserve this win. They went out there, they competed, they played hard, and trash talking, taunting, all of that is part of the game. Like, stop trying to turn this into something else. Stop. Because you're taking away from the beauty of it. It's women competing. It's women winning. It's women coming together, working towards a common goal of winning. And it's beautiful. And they elevated the game. They elevated women's college basketball, maybe women college sports. Like, that's the beauty in it. Like, all that other shit that they trying to put into it. And stop, man. That's not, we all know that taunting and talking shit, trash, that's part of
And who
sports.
does it better than women? They should be miking up all these girls. They probably have the shadiest fucking
Yo,
trash
you
talk.
know they be talking
They would
shit.
put Larry Bird to shame. It's women.
Yeah.
They should be miking up all these girls and encouraging this
It's
taunting.
women.
No, but real
they
shit. Nobody
should be.
talks shit better than women, and we say really, really cold shit.
Like, imagine
Yeah, mic
coming
them
on the
up. I
court
like
like, oh,
that.
you'll wear whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like the jersey they were given.
Right.
It's the uniform.
Your team
Nah, it's-
color's trash.
Like, yeah, your uniform is trash. That color does
Oh,
not
you look
good on
crazy in purple.
Yeah, that color does not look good on you. Let the women talk shit, man. It's part of sports. But either way, it was a great tournament. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. She's an amazing player. Shout out to Angel Reese and LSU
I
Tigers.
think she broke some double record for.
Yeah. No,
tournament this year as
Caitlin
well.
Clark is she's
Most
I'm saying
points.
Angel Reese as well.
Kaylin had most points in tournament history. She beat Cheryl
yeah.
Swoop's record.
She's.
No,
that
she's
shit
the real
looks fake.
deal.
Nah,
She's
she's
Caitlin
nuts.
Clark is the real deal. She's a hooper, and that's why I like the way she took that. Because she's a hooper. She understand, like, yeah, y'all got me. Like, I've been talking shit the whole tournament. The last game against South Carolina, she was taunting them. Like, yeah, now it's our turn. And this is not the first time Caitlin Clark had to sit through that.
She
Like,
played basketball with boys. She did
exactly.
AAU with
She
boys.
she knows what this is. So don't try to the media again trying to spin narratives and create these narratives
trying
about
to create
things. Like, stop it. This is trash talking. This is taunting. This is women competing in sports. That's all this is. It's a beautiful thing. It's part of the game. It's not going away. No matter how much they try to stop it and say, oh, they're classless. Cut it out. They're competitive. It's competition, and that's where it ends.
And by the way, pointing to your ring finger, like, if that's the worst thing you could ever do to somebody,
Yeah,
we're in a really strange place in the world.
Everybody wants to be offended so bad. Everybody wants to find, I'm hurt by that. I'm offended by that. Shut the fuck up.
But what happens when married women start doing that in their everyday lives around women that don't have a ring?
Oh, them bitches
like
be so miserable in their relationship.
I like it.
Just be pointing to.
Yeah.
They
Hold
be
that.
so miserable.
Yeah, I love it. I love that type of shit. They should start doing that in everyday life. Like, maybe that's the thing now. And we know how this works now. Angel Reese is going to get so many endorsements behind
Get the
that.
bag.
Yep.
Oh
She
my
should.
God, she's gonna get so many
Zales.
endorsements.
That's what I was saying. Sales.
K Jewelers.
That's what I
Every
was just
kiosk
about
at the
to-
mall you could think
Oh
of.
man,
I was
Angel
just
Reese
about
gonna
to
get it.
say the Olivia Pope in me is kind of happy that all of this is happening, right? As long as the player's mental health is good and Angel Reese seems like her mental health is fine, even though she's being attacked by
She's
the
still on
media.
Instagram. She's good.
Yeah, she's great. So
'cause that's
as long
the
as her
deciding
mental
factor.
health is good, I'm happy that all of this is happening because all it is going to do is draw attention to the sport, make people who have not been watching the sport like that before now get into it. And we've been fighting. This podcast alone has been fighting for women's basketball to go farther anyway.
Angel Reese is more than fine. Her response was perfect. Her response was beautiful.
100%.
She's very secure. She knows who she is. She's not worried about these headlines. She just wants everybody to know that the LSU Tigers are national champions, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can say to take them away from that. It's theirs. They earned it. They played a great season. They played a great tournament, and that's what it is. And shout out to Angel Reese. Get all of them bags because they coming.
More importantly, though, Shannon paid for the divorce.
What?
I saw people adding me in this, tagging me in this, saying, yo, we found somebody that outdid you.
100%.
I paid for a friend of mine's date. She was at a restaurant that I put on to, and she called me and whatever. So I paid for it, and people kill me about that.
Small change compared to Shannon Sharpe.
Light change.
For those that don't know, Shannon Sharpe was talking to Skip. I didn't even know the context or how this even got brought up. I think it had something to do with contracts, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Well,
Shannon had to get this off his chest.
Marriage is a contract, so it made sense.
Shannon said he was dating a woman that was separated from her husband, but was still married, and they were trying to get a divorce. He said, yo, I got that. I got that.
It's light.
Little light.
Hold that.
Here's some money. Go get divorced.
But he said he
and then they never got married.
he said he paid for it because he felt like she was the one, and that I guess he was going to be with her. So he was like, "Yo, why is if the divorce money, if getting a divorce is what's stopping us from being together?
Of course.
let me erase that problem for you. I'll pay for the divorce. I got it.
Okay. I don't want to kill Shannon because
I'm here to support him.
I may do that same thing in the same situation.
I'm here to support him.
If it's a woman I really want to be with for real and she is separated, trying to get divorced, and she can't afford because divorces, I'm sure, are very expensive. If I could put a little something down on it, I'd put a little something down on worse.
Shannon got it. He got it.
For sure.
He could cover it. He could cover it. See,
If you're the other dude, though,
You're sick.
now you got to dap Shannon Sharpe up.
No, I'm hype. Yeah, thank you.
But
Shannon's a good dude to everyone in this situation.
No, because people were trying to say that Shannon was dirty macking.
No, you
Kinda
paying
was.
for the dinner is
Kinda-
dirty macking.
No, it wasn't.
I think they're both dirty.
You
They were already
paying for the
divorcing.
divorce for the girl I'm trying to get rid of?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, come here, Maul.
See, and that's the difference. He was trying to get with her. That was just a literal friend of mine that it was no sexual nothing
you don't
between us. So it's not dirty macking on my half.
Would you pay for your friend's divorce?
What do you mean pay for my, like if you were married?
Like the lawyer.
No, her. The same girl that you paid for the dinner.
Hell no.
Why not?
Because I'm not trying to be with her.
But you weren't trying to be with her for the meal?
No, but divorce is different.
Divorce
Like,
is
now,
different,
now you
yeah.
told me, this was just a she went
meal
out to
compared
dinner.
to divorce?
Yeah, now do you see? That's what I'm saying.
Apples and oranges?
No.
Yeah, but like they were already on their way out. He just had the money to speed it up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They were on their way out, but I'm saying people try to say it's dirty macking because he may have hurried up the process and homie might have been trying to save his divorce.
Right, so that's where it's fucked up.
So people were saying, yo, it's dirty macking because what if homie was trying to like not get the divorce really?
She's banging Shannon Sharpe.
I mean,
It's gone.
He lost.
I mean,
yeah.
He lost.
I mean, but that's not fair because women step out on their marriages and still keep their marriages together.
Well, never mind.
It's true.
Talk about this group here.
I'm just saying, it's true.
Respect to everyone keeping their marriage going.
To me, listen.
Whether
man,
it was Shannon or not Shannon, I'm
listen,
cool.
Shannon Sharpe, I respect it. You know what I mean? If you felt like it's only funny because they're not together. That's why it's not funny.
But how do you feel as the guy trying to get rid of her, though? And she couldn't afford it. Because I think there's plenty of men that have paid their own
I'm petty, though.
soon-to-be
Like-
ex-wives to finish this fucking
See, but I'm petty, though. I would have showed up to the divorce court with a Shannon Sharpe jersey. Yeah, I would have had a Sharpe
Broncos
jersey.
or Ravens?
Broncos.
Broncos for
Broncos, man. You got to have
He
the
balled out with the
Broncos.
Ravens. Don't do that.
No, Shannon Sharpe was a Hall of
made his
Famer. He
name
balled
with
out
the
everywhere. But I'm just saying, you gotta have the Broncos jersey on. You gotta have unless I'm from Baltimore.
Fair enough.
Then I would have the Ravens jersey on. But I like that, man. Shannon, he was like, listen, man, this is because at that point that may have been a problem. That may have been keeping them from being together. So
Okay.
he's saying, what is it? The money, or do you want to be with him? If she just said, yo, it's the money, I can't afford it, I got it. I'm gonna pay for it.
Adding in a new factor here. In the divorce, if alimony was part of the deal and Shannon Sharpe paid your half, to get the divorce done. Divorce is done. Next month, I owe you a certain amount of alimony. I might start to book. Like, you can go call Shannon. Why am I giving you money?
Yeah.
Nah, no, fuck out of here.
You wouldn't need alimony if you couldn't pay for your own divorce.
That's
Now
not
you
my
need
husband.
alimony.
That's my nigga of the
You
week.
got
That's
Mr.
not
First
my
Take over here.
husband. That's not
Yeah,
my
you got
husband.
Mr. Tight End over here. Like, yeah, I shouldn't have to.
Even
yeah,
though he wasn't on First Take.
If Shannon Sharpe
be petty.
if Shannon Sharpe paid for your divorce, then that's your man now. I shouldn't have to pay.
Because we don't know if they had kids. That's a different aspect.
So now
I'm
if
talking
me-
just straight divorce alimony.
If
no
me and
child
Shannon
support.
break up, like maybe I just used him for the lawyer money. If me and Shannon break up,
It appears that's what happened.
So use them for your alimony too.
Yeah.
no, then I would have to stay with him. Why? When I could just get money from you every month for the rest of as long however
well,
long
then
we were
I'm putting an
married.
appeal on our divorce if that's something you can do.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Yeah, if you could do that, can I still hit that?
Wait, what?
Little ass once a month.
Yeah. give
Yo,
me a
anytime Julian says, you know something wrong was said.
Yeah.
little- I'm just saying, like, can I get a little? You know, what I mean, on just a little. You know.
I feel like that's not how it works.
It's
But
in the paperwork.
Yeah, love thy husband, honor thy husband.
no, but it's
And
not.
y'all-
That's the
Church.
You
And
my
y'all
rib.
are
So that's why I said just a little bit. Like,
y'all
it's
are
like, it really-
assuming that she was the broke one. Maybe it was her money that was the.
Oh, you
maybe
was-
she
you
had to
made
pay
the
alimony.
assumption.
we assuming that she was the broke one. She needed Shannon Sharpe to pay for her divorce.
No, he said y'all fighting over this little bit of money. What I'm assuming is that they had assets that they were probably fighting.
No.
over.
He was talking about because you have to pay a lawyer for
Yeah.
the divorce.
lawyer.
It wasn't about what they were splitting. It cost this much to get divorced.
Oh,
I'll
well,
pay
he
that.
he literally said y'all fighting about this little bit of money.
Little bit of money, meaning how much it costs to get divorced, not what you split up
Yeah,
with
not when he
assets,
split up.
bank accounts.
He was saying like you need a lawyer, you need to hurry up this process. Like is this what's stopping the process from going further? It was that you can't pay for the lawyer.
Mediators,
Yeah, like
like-
if I'll pay for the divorce, like I'll pay for the divorce, and that's listen. I get it's only funny because they not together.
But
because
he-
like what if they got married and had a family and they happily married now? And it's like
and then
he
I
made the
and then
right
I
move.
pay for their divorce.
Sick.
No, all right.
Wait,
What if
so
Skip pays for the divorce?
Are we judging her at all? Does she not get any
Why
flack
did she get
Why?
judged?
Why would she?
for
Let's be misogynist.
for
Go
yeah,
ahead.
let's do it. I mean, that's fun. She not only convinced Shannon that they were gonna go off into the sunset, got the money for the divorce, and then was like, "Okay, I'm done with you too."
Shannon, it didn't sound like
judgment?
Shannon needed to be convincing. It sounded like Shannon wanted her really, really badly. She
Yeah,
was
but
just-
I'm saying,
she was
did
just over
she
there trying
not
to get divorced?
Did she not lead him on thinking once this divorce happens, then now we can be together happily ever after?
I mean,
And
but
then
we
she
don't
just
know.
Relationships
But
end.
I understand what you're saying, but we don't know why they're not together. We don't know what happened. Like we don't know how long they were together. We don't know. They probably was together for a while, and then just things just don't work out.
She may not like the smell of Black and Miles and couldn't be in the relationship anymore.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something else.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Wow.
whoa.
That was
said
kinda-
black?
That was kind of crazy.
Whoa.
Wow.
I hope the Apple Audio glitch is right there.
What do we
Right
smell
there,
like,
yeah.
Rory?
Shannon Sharpe.
I know. I'm
has
just
smoked
saying.
Black and
I'm
Miles
just
on
saying,
air.
The and is what saved it. Because I
Shea
was like,
Moisture Men is what you guys smell like. Whoop whoop.
yeah, my beard definitely
Wine,
smells like
wine
Shea
and
Moisture
Miles.
Man.
I don't know.
Wine and miles.
Wood
Miles.
tips.
There is a
Yeah.
wine flavor.
Hey, yo,
Light skin and miles.
Is it AO to say wood tip?
A little bit.
I said it my whole high
Yes.
school career.
Why? Why were you saying what?
hey,
Because he
yo.
smoked Black and Miles.
Because I smoke Black and Miles and I like the
Oh,
wood
because you're a
tips.
Lil Nas X fan. Oh, sorry.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it goes hand in hand.
Lil Nas
hey,
X
yo.
and Black and Miles with the wood tip.
Yeah.
Smoking black and
Wine
Miles and
flavored
watching
at
Lil
that?
Nas X is kind of crazy.
It's all like a package, it's a bundle. You didn't know that?
The white
You didn't see that at the festival?
There was nothing gay about smoking Black and Miles. It's the worst masculine thing I ever did.
Oh my, nasty. Why was you smoking Black and Miles?
Yeah, why were you smoking black and Miles?
I don't. Would you answer to everything you guys did in high school? I don't know.
That's
I'd
true.
smoke
Good point.
Miles.
At that time, it was cooler than smoking cigarettes.
It was.
Like
No,
before
it
No,
tag
what, I mean, it
practice?
was. I just smoked. I didn't like cigarettes. I tried to like cigarettes. That's how corny I was. I tried to like them,
I definitely did that before too.
and they weren't for me.
Yeah.
And I liked Miles.
Well,
So-
Shannon Sharpe likes Black and Miles.
You want to hear how corny I was? I used to do hand rolled cigarettes.
Nice.
That's hipster. That's
That
not
was
corny.
super hipster.
Yeah.
That's something else.
No, it is not.
It's
Mom.
not hip hop. Whatever it is, it's not hip
That's not
hop.
hip hop.
Hand-rolled cigarettes are
Hand-rolled
not hip-hop?
cigarettes? No.
It's just like rolling. How's it any different than rolling a joint?
Because it's
Drastically
tobacco
different.
and not
How?
bud.
One is weed. One isn't.
One's
It's
tobacco.
just the contents.
Yeah.
It's the contents of the.
No, what's
it's
inside
still
matters.
it's still
No.
the paper.
No, you can't. No, because now you can buy like how you can buy pre-roll like marijuana now.
Yeah.
Like if back then you could buy pre-roll marijuana or like cigarettes, you would probably like y'all want pre-roll marijuana. You could buy cigarettes. You wanted to roll your own cigarettes. Like what are you doing?
I like the activity, the art of it.
He likes using his
So why
hands.
didn't you roll weed?
the art of it. He likes the art of
I
rolling.
can
you
roll
smoke
weed
weed?
too. But I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke
Yeah.
weed. But I can roll it.
And that's why it's a problem. Right there.
Black and miles don't look so
said
bad
that with
anymore.
conviction.
You
What is
smoke
it?
tobacco but don't smoke weed?
I hate weed. I never liked weed.
That's weird.
I'm an upper guy.
Yeah.
This is upper weeds. This
Should've
is weeds
smoked them
that
out.
it's not all
I've
weeds.
tried. I've
sativas.
smoked
Same.
it all.
Every upper weed makes me still sleepy and hungry.
Thank you.
You
That's
ever had a
same.
woo banger? Just throw a little coke right in the weed. Good to go.
Snowball.
What did you call that?
Don't listen to him.
Woo bangers.
You ever
they don't know
you ever
about
dip
that.
the cigarette filter in coke? It fucking hits your numbs your gums.
I believe that's angel dust, sir.
No.
No, that's
my
water.
God.
That's
Anytime you
water.
dip a
And
cigarette.
they have people you can call for help. Like I don't know if you know this.
This is years ago.
Oh, okay.
Lamar Odom just opened up an
A
AA
store?
spot. Yeah.
Oh.
Did he?
Yeah, he bought something somewhere in California. He bought a house
that's
that he
cool.
wants to do a recovery center. I thought it was
That's
actually
dope.
ill.
That's
Yeah,
really
dope.
cool. Shout out to him.
I found an old tweet that
But I
had.
also, I don't want to be too shitty, but the picture looked like it was just a bunch of addicts trying to get together to get
Yo,
a government loan.
Rory.
Rory ain't shit.
In Malibu.
I found an old.
I said, I've seen fiends do this before.
I found an old text in
Here's
my
a token.
phone, an old tweet that I had screenshot when the whole Lamar Odom thing happened. And my homeboy posted the picture of Lamar and was like, damn, one of the best to ever do it. Rest in peace. I found it in my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, I can't tell you how hard I laughed at that shit. I was like, yo, because they really, we
thought
really
he
had,
died.
Yeah, we had Lamar
Yeah.
Odom like dead. Like we
Yeah.
thought it was over.
I mean, he was basically dead.
Yeah.
No, he was not.
I mean, he was in a
He was
dark
very close.
place.
What's worse, fucking around with crack or fucking around with the Kardashians?
Both.
You know, they
He
both have
survived
their
the
ups and
crack.
downs.
What's wrong with this dude?
Think about is that
It's not a thought.
no?
It's not a thought.
You should never fuck around with crack.
If you drop the Kardashians in the hood like they did crack, never mind.
Lamar brought Kim to Jamaica Avenue. She was at the Coliseum.
That's it.
and French had Chloe installed.
And crack did way worse at the Coliseum than when Kim went. Just want to let you know.
So what is Julian
He
talking
brought
about?
Kim to Staten Island too.
A little bit different. That's fentanyl. She was crack in Queens. She
Yeah.
was fentanyl.
Different
in Staten
drugs.
Island.
Fit no.
They'll get the joke.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you are Lamar Odom, though, I'm glad he didn't die. What a way to go
Yeah,
out.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Like,
sure
what, a
Lamar
fucking way.
Odom's okay.
Wow, Rory.
what a way to go out.
Yeah.
If he would have went out at that time,
Going
is that
out-
not legend? That's Scarface going out. That's legend.
It's not Scarface.
That's not
going
Scarface.
Bro, you went at a whorehouse outside of Las Vegas, high on your favorite drug with 3 bitches over you. Legend.
I mean, that's kind of legendary.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Should
That's
link-
out. I mean,
You should
there's
link up with
some
Hunter
more
Biden.
horrible ways to go out for sure,
Oh, 100%.
but that's still like a bad way.
I think Scarface went out worse.
You went from
Less
being you
legendary.
went from being a world champion for the Lakers and you died in the whorehouse. That's like, damn, that's a tragic.
It's almost on
into-
par.
Tragic.
Wow.
I feel like I know crack is bad because it's addicting, but I've never tried it. But I feel like crack would be
Starting that sentence is crazy. Yeah, I know crack is bad. All right, where are you going with this?
First of all, not all things that are addicting are bad. Like it's just how the FDA deems it bad. You know what I mean? Like
FDA.
sugar's
So crack
addicting.
is not bad.
Fam.
The
So
FDA.
cocaine
It's not,
and baking soda.
It's not bad. It's the FDA that makes it bad.
No, it is objectively bad for you. But I'm saying her reasoning
I
for
think
saying
there's
it's
enough
bad is
evidence to
because
say
it's
that crack
addicting.
is bad.
No, but you guys
Crack
aren't
is whack,
listening
sir.
to my point. The evidence she's saying is it's bad because it's addicting. There are many other things that we're addicted to that aren't inherently bad.
Sure.
Like
Like
what?
what?
If
why
the
crack-
addictive quality is what makes it bad, then
What are some things that you can be addicted to that are not bad for you?
working out.
Water.
Water.
Oh, working
no, I'm saying if the
Unless you wanna
addictive
drown.
quality is what
How
deems
far you wanna
something
take the
bad,
addiction.
then that can translate to all sorts of different things.
Being addicted to working out can also be bad for you, by the way. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not crack.
Everything is okay in moderation. I'm sure crack would be fine in moderation.
It would.
No,
It would not.
No,
It'd be fun.
as someone that microdoses crack, it's changed my life.
They used to put it
I'm
in
such a
Coca-Cola.
calmer person now.
Because of
I
microdosing
microdose crack.
The fact that you're calmer because of smoking crack when it's an upper.
I put my crack in
microdose
chocolate
crack.
bars and I microdose it.
That mellows Rory out.
Oh,
No,
my
but like,
God.
Anytime I get a bad email, I just
has
take a
anybody
little-
ever tried that? Like how we microdose
Crack?
mushrooms?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm saying how we microdose mushrooms and stuff like that.
Well, that
Do
was
you know if
like
somebody's
it.
ever microdosed crack? And was there any
Nah,
evidence to
you
it?
can't microdose crack. That's the
Yeah.
point of the crack epidemic was
Yeah.
that you have to do
Sounds
it
like
a
you
lot.
just shot a little
Like
bit.
once you do it, you have to keep doing it. That's the whole point of crack. That's why crack was
Kendrick
bad.
smoked crack. Look where his career went.
Who?
Kendrick.
Did he
Like
say
it was
he
on
smoked crack?
accident. It was put in his blunt. But he
At least
smoked
blunt.
it, and that's
Yeah.
why he doesn't smoke.
Thank you.
I just feel like Lamar
To
Odom.
Pimp a Butterfly is a classic as far as I'm concerned. I don't know about you. I thought it was a great album.
It's a
I
crack.
just thought I'd say that.
I think after he hit that, he said Demaris is a man now. I think that was the exact time that he had hit.
Ha ha. Ha.
Oh
Very
man.
funny. Anyway, my point was that I feel like I don't know. I feel like crack would.
You wanna
kinda
try crack?
fire. If it wasn't addicting, I probably
Well,
would
you do
try
need
it.
fire to smoke crack, so I guess you're not wrong.
Can we have Demaris smoke crack and then push her to pool on Patreon?
Yeah.
Why in that
For the
order?
just for Patreon. though.
Well, because she'll survive if she's
Not even
on
for the
crack.
regular content. Just for Patreon.
Smoke crack and then push her into a pool.
I bet she swims. I bet you she fucking swims.
Yeah, she'll figure out real quick how to swim.
Oh, holy shit, man.
I mean, I don't want to shit on crackheads though.
Why not? They shit.
I don't.
They shit on themselves. Like,
Fair.
they do.
And seem fine. No diaper rashes, nothing.
Oh man.
Wow.
But if you think about it, I was impressionable enough to smoke cigarettes and Black & Miles to force myself. If I was around in the 80s at 13, 14,
A lot of it strung out for sure.
and someone passed me some crack before like we knew, I'm going to smoke the crack.
I'm not.
Not off peer pressure, just of I know my personality. I'd be like, well, let me try it.
Yeah, fuck it.
No one would peer pressure me into it. I'd be like, that looks fun.
Well, you were never tempted
Never.
around all that product.
Well, he's seen probably
Never.
most of it too.
Well, nepotism taught him otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nepotism actually is the reason
Save me. It saved me. Like,
the crack epidemic happened.
that's exactly what
Nepotism
happened.
taught him never get high on your own supply.
Exactly. Yeah, no, never thought about doing crack. Never.
good.
Speaking of crack, Andrew Tate came out of prison.
Hey.
Love the correlation there. Love it.
Yes.
I mean, his fan base is on crack.
No, they're just
Crack
alphas.
being Tate. Tate is their crack.
Tate is their drug. I think that him and his brother and the young lady are on house arrest for another at least 30 days.
Yeah.
Until the I guess they want to do more investigation into the case.
Was this their version of bail in the country he's in?
Yeah, I think.
Did he just
I
get
guess-
bailed? Is
I
all
guess
that
you
happened?
I guess
All right.
that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
I
he's
guess
not
it's kinda
free
the
or
same
anything.
thing.
He just
No, he's still
got
on house arrest. They're gonna look more into the case, I guess, and investigate some things, and we'll see what happens from there. But everybody was talking about the fact that him and his brother are released, and they're saying that looks like a good sign. Maybe they won't be charged with anything, and this will all be put behind them. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
we will. Either way, it's going to be good for him. I
He's
hate to say
turning
that
this-
type of shit, but no matter what happens, he's going. If he is free, he's out of here. If he's locked up, it just makes his persona even
It makes
greater.
him more in demand.
Yeah.
It makes his his name. People want to know what he's doing, what he's talking about, what he's going through. Either way, I guess his followers are happy that he's out, and they're saying that this is, they were locked up for no reason to begin with in the first place, and this was all just something to try to derail what they were doing, the message that they were trying to send and all, and put out into the world. Like, but they can't stop the Tates, is what they're saying.
He's BMF for the white people on the internet.
Is he?
He's Big Meech.
Okay.
And
Big Meech?
Southwest T is his brother. I already see the series coming.
Either way,
Kid Rock is going to produce it.
they'll be in the house for at least another 30 days, and then after that, maybe all charges will be dropped, and he can get back to spreading his message on the internet, I guess.
If they allow it.
Either way, let's finish this conversation on Patreon so we can really have some fun. And I want to know what you really think about Top G.
No, I have my Tateism.
You got
for
the
Patreon.
Tateism?
Oh, yeah.
And Donnie's indictment.
Teflon
That
Don.
on Patreon too.
Is he Teflon Don? We don't know yet.
Come on, man.
I saw that tweet you put up, Maul.
That I put up? Which one?
The Rick Ross flip.
Teflon.
It's a good pick.
Teflon Donnie, man. It's a witch hunt.
But you do know Teflon Don is based off John Gotti, who did get arrested
Yeah.
and died in prison.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Just, all right.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
And Rick Ross was the CO. Never mind. It's cool.
Yeah, you still
Teflon
don't know
Don. I get it. Yeah.
You thought Andrew Tate was sending subliminal messages.
I didn't. I've read the scriptures. I didn't need his push-ups to tell me the scripture.
All right, well, we'll finish this on Patreon. We'll get back to y'all later on in this week. Y'all be safe, be blessed. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.
No worry and